this video, I'm going to be showing you how to write scripts for your cold emails so that you can sign more clients, close more deals, and scale your revenue for any type of business. If you're not sure what a cold email is any email that you send out to a potential customer so that you can pitch your services to them. The goal is essentially to get them to hop on a sales call with you so that you can close them as a client. This is the exact strategy that I use with my own agency to sign our own clients, and the strategy that we use to help our clients add 6 figures in revenue and 8 to 12 meetings every single month with their dream clients. If you haven't already, check the description below and you'll be able to find a YouTube video that I recently posted on building high quality lead lists using apollo.io. If you want this done completely for you on autopilot, then check out our website at buzzly.io and book yourself in for a free strategy session. Now let's go ahead and dive into writing scripts. When you think about cold email and you think about like copywriting in general and writing scripts, the whole concept is pretty simple. It's really broken down into 4 main categories. There's the system, the data, the copywriting, and then your offer. The system, that's really just like the technology stack or the software that you're using so that you can send emails in volume. You have easy ways to track KPIs, analytics, reporting, and you really just have the infrastructure in place so that you can send emails in volume and respond to emails in volume with speed. Next, we have the data, and data is crucial. It's like so important to make sure that the data that you're working with contains valid email addresses. You want to make sure that these emails are active, that you're not landing up in spam, and you're not getting blacklisted. So when building out your lead list, you want to make sure that you're verifying those emails. There's tools out there like Million Verifier or Zero Bounce that can do it for you. And then after that, we have copywriting. So you've got great data, you have a great system in place. Now we need to make sure that whatever it is that you're selling, whether it be a product or service, we need to make sure that you know how to translate that into a simple message so that it's clear to your prospects exactly what you do and how you can help them. You want to translate that in a nice, easy to read message, be direct, straight to the point. Lastly, the offer, which kind of ties together with the copywriting, that's the unique mechanism or the actual offer or the service or the product that you're doing. Basically, your offer is what you're guaranteeing you can do for people and you're demonstrating how you can help them. So in this guide, I'm going to really walk through all these together, but when we think of lead generation, yes, the concept is simple. If you get these 4 things down packed, you're going to have success. But really, where do people struggle with this? And it seems that most commonly, it boils down to number 2 and number 3. So that has to do with like the data itself and then the copywriting. In this guide, we're going to exhaust number 3 and go into detail on what you can do for copywriting so that this great offer, this product or service that you're offering to other people, you know how to translate it so that you could start sending cold emails, filling your calendars, and signing more clients. So, what they teach in school is really not relevant today. When you go to English class, they really teach you how to be grammatically correct. They want to make sure that your punctuation is there. You can be very articulate and detailed with adjectives and verbs and predicates. And while that all is great, it really doesn't translate well into the business world. When you're trying to reach out to people through cold email, just put yourself in the shoes of the prospect. You get tons of emails every single day. Most of them never get read. So you want to make sure that when you're reaching out to people, they could interpret your message in 5 to 7 seconds and decide whether or not it's something they think you can help out with or it's not. You want to make sure that you're passing the spam test. So make sure that your emails are personalized. They're not just generic and spammed out to everybody. And you also want to make sure that you're keeping them short, concise, and through this framework, we'll be able to help you pass the spam test 100% of the time. So I put together this copywriting framework to really break down what it takes to have a compelling offer and how to write that into a copywriting message that you can plug it into your cold email sequences. The first piece is going to be quantifiable end results. So a really important thing with copywriting is that rather than pitching all the features and benefits and the nice to haves about your service, you want to be pitching the end result. And people tend to typically care about really 2 or 3 things, and that's going to be making more money, helping them save time so that they could use that time to do other revenue generating activities or spending time with their families. So it's really just going to be saving them time or saving them money. Those are the 2 big pieces there. And when you're writing out your copywriting, you want to make sure that you're putting an emphasis on the end result, the ideal outcome that your customer wants. You want to make sure with your copywriting that you're also niching down, and in order to get very personalized and targeted with your messaging, you want to make sure that you're going after a specific set of audience, like a specific targeted audience. So for example, you're not just going after marketing companies, but you could be going after social media marketing agencies. And you could really understand what their pain points are and translate your script or your copywriting or your offer in a way that it speaks directly to social media marketing agencies. Your new unique mechanism, right here below, the mechanism, that's basically going to be, what's your new unique approach, or what is it that's special about your company that is going to help you achieve X desired outcome. So you really want to make sure that you state it is, what you're doing, what your offer is, and then how you're going to be doing it, and that's going to be your mechanism. Timeline is guaranteeing that whatever it is, your service that you're fulfilling on, you want to be able to tell people that you can help them achieve X result within X timeline. Down here, risk reversal. People are going to be really weary about hopping on a call with you, especially if they don't know you and you're reaching out to them blindly. So in order to offset that, you want to make sure that with your offer, you're giving some sort of zero risk opportunity for the prospect. This is going to be extremely important if you're just getting started and you're new and you don't have social proof, you don't have case studies. You're going to want to throw in some sort of guarantee, so that way if things don't work out and they don't achieve that desired outcome, that there's a backup plan. So it could be, we'll help you book 10 meetings this month, or you don't pay. That really makes it a no-brainer opportunity for the prospect, and it gives them that much more of a reason to want to work with you, because they know if it doesn't work out, they're going to get their money back. Just think of all the people who have gotten screwed by some salesperson who promised that they would get this result and it didn't happen. You need to keep that in mind when you're reaching out to everybody, that they have the same beliefs in place and the same fears. So you want to make sure to address that by either having a ton of case studies as you end up scaling your business, that's social proof to back up that you know what you're doing and you can fulfill, or you throw in a guarantee to act as that risk reversal. Now, really throwing all this together, I've listed a couple of templates here. We have the first one here where you're specifying the niche, the result, the time frame, the unique mechanism, and the risk reversal. Putting this all together, we help health and wellness e-com brands generate 25% more revenue in under 90 days using TikTok ads. Using TikTok ads, that's the unique mechanism. And then the guarantee here is if we don't deliver on our promise, we'll gladly refund your investment. So now we have the time frame, 90 days, the unique mechanism, TikTok ads, the guarantee or the risk reversal will gladly refund your investment. The niche in this case is health and wellness e-com brands. The result is getting 25% more revenue. So that's really painting the whole picture, putting it all together. And then you have a couple of other templates that you can really choose and play around. And I always advise to split test your scripts. What I mean by split testing your scripts is have a couple of different variations of different messaging. Because at the end of the day, you're really not going to know what's going to work best. And some of my templates here, they may look great, but they might not apply to your industry. So do split testing at the end of your campaign. Once you've gotten all the results, you could see exactly, which message translated more, which converted more, and which one didn't, and then double down on those efforts that worked while removing the ones that didn't. Now, the next important piece is going to be case studies. So I had mentioned if you're already in business and you have a ton of social proof, you have a ton of case studies. People are going to trust you. You've already built your credibility, and people will want to work with you as a result of that. In a case where you don't have case studies, you'll throw in that guarantee or some form of risk reversal. But let's pretend that you already have case studies. You've delivered for plenty of your clients. We have what we call a one-sentence sales asset case study strategy. And what that is it's taking your case studies, the results that you've gotten for somebody else, and we're stripping it down and translating that into a simple one-sentence sales asset. So you could really use 3 different approaches here. We help X achieve Y in T without Z. So X being we help, social media marketing companies. We help them achieve Y, the quantifiable results. So we help social media marketing agencies increase their revenue by 25%. T, time, in 30 days. And then without Z is basically the common pain points. So we help social media marketing agencies sign to clients in 30 days without spending a penny on ads. So that's really one variation of it. Then you could just flip flop that. And here's another example. We help Tally Wheel, a fashion company in Europe, achieve 20% increase in ROAS in 49 days without spending more on ads. Now we could flip that around and say we did X for Y, which led to Z and T. We created performance user-generated content creatives for a beverage company called Boozer, which led to 4x more sales from ads in just 2 months. Then lastly, we made X for Y by doing this in T timeframe. We made $2 million for a cosmetics company called Skim by improving their website conversion in 11 weeks. Now, really, after you've established that, so you've got your offer, you've translated the case study, or you've got your offer, you added in your unique mechanism, your time frame, you've attached a case study to it. Now you just got to wrap it up with a call to action. This is basically, you've told them what you can do for them, and the call to action is basically laying the groundwork for next steps. So if they're interested, you're basically telling them, are you open to learning more about this, or are you open to hopping on a call with me, or would you be interested in learning more? Or you could say, I put together a one-pager. Would you have any interest in me in checking that out? I can send it to you. And there's really like a couple of different, call to actions. High friction call to actions is when you're really going directly for the call. You're pushing straight for it. You're skipping all the small talk. Then there's low friction call to actions where maybe you're selling a service in a saturated market. You might need to offer a little more value up front and provide some sort of benefit or give them something in return for them actually wanting to meet with you. So in that case, you could share more info, additional info. You could send them some details. And then after that, you end up pushing for the actual call. So when we put all of this together, I've listed a couple of examples, but really the end goal is you're going to want to come up with a sequence that is going to have multiple emails, automated for you. So you want to set up maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different emails that are going to be set up in advance, and you put them on a specific email sending schedule. That way, if they don't respond to the first email, maybe they'll see the second email. If they don't respond to that, the third email comes in. And by the end of the 5, 6 step email sequence, if you haven't gotten any luck, odds are they probably just don't need your service. But you'd be surprised at how many people actually want to jump on a call on that 4th or 5th call. So I typically like to reach out with curiosity on the first email rather than pushing directly for a meeting or including any sort of case studies. I typically just like to start off by having a personalized, first line. So in this case, I was searching for top big data providers and noticed that your company was falling to the 3rd or 4th page of Google for seemingly relevant keywords to your business. So right away, I'm jumping in and I'm catching their attention. Because I'm mentioning that I see that there is, some downtime or some areas for improvement on their website. Then I go into the next line. As a SaaS marketer, I know you're more interested in generating organic, qualified meetings than the promise of increasing rankings and backlinks. So I'm skipping all the small talk. I understand that they want to sign more clients. They don't necessarily care about the features, the rankings, the backlinks. They want to sign more clients, make more money. So the next sentence is we've identified several areas of organic growth at company name that company name isn't capitalizing on and put together an organic strategy. Would you be open to having a conversation about this? So SEO, it's a saturated market, but in this case, I've identified that I see areas for improvement on their website, and then I've also offered to provide them value and giving them an organic growth strategy so that they could start capitalizing on, those keywords and the organic growth that they're falling short of. In the second email, and notice how I did not put any case studies in here, and it was a very soft call to action. Now in the second email, I follow up and I provide, another line where I just say, company name could be the first one in your customer's Google search with our SEO growth system that boasts relevant links and quality traffic. Key factor, a PKI service, security service provider implemented our system and got a 300% uplift in their organic website traffic in under 1 year, resulting in 1,000 plus demos and $2 million plus in revenue in 2022. If you're willing to give me your top 3 competitors, We'll give you the keywords that they're outranking you on and prepare a competitive strategy to discuss over a call. Are you open to sharing? That's a very strong call to action because I'm simply calling out that their competitors are doing a better job at ranking on relevant keywords. So now I'm telling them if they're willing to share who their competitors are, I will give them a strategy on how they can outrank those and start getting more organic website traffic as a result. It addresses their pain points. It talks about their competitors, which everybody hates hearing about their competitors, especially if they're doing better than they are. And we provide value. We tell them, we'll do this strategy plan for you. We'll put it together and we can review it together, free of charge. The next example is pitching a white labeled social media launch platform. Oh, and just to follow that up, so I have email 1, email 2, and then email 3 is going to be a very similar workflow or template to email 2. So it's going to be your offer, your case study, your call to action. Your 4th email, I typically only send this little emoji. It's a detective emoji, and it always throws people off because they see the emoji, they're like, what is this? They go to click on it, and then they end up opening up the thread of your emails, and they could see everything there. It's just a tempo shift, and it gets people to drop their guards. They get a little sense of humor out of it. 21 days later, maybe you just happen to catch somebody while they're on vacation, out in the Caribbean. So 21 days later, this is what I like to call the Hail Mary follow-up. And it's me just saying, might now be a better time to discuss how we can help you add 8 to 12 appointments and $60,000 in revenue in 30 days, guaranteed or you don't pay. Maybe you caught them at a better time. But that's really the whole template of it. And just to give you this last example, another social media marketing agency here, they're trying to pitch white labeled services to other agencies. And excuse me, it's a social media launch platform, so a SaaS company that's trying to pitch their solution to marketing agencies as a white labeled solution. So for the first line, I say running a high performing social media marketing team, I'm sure that you're always looking for ways to save and generate more engagements with your following. We help marketing agencies reduce content creation time by 70% and drive 40% increased follower engagement within 30 days with our content creation system. Interested in a quick demo to see if this might be interesting? That's the first email, very light on the call to action once again because I don't want to come off too salesy. Now with the follow-up, that's where we use our ammunition to plug in the case studies and really back up our offer with social proof so people can trust you. So in the next email I say, we help marketing agencies create 50% more high quality social content, driving 25% increased engagement within 3 weeks, that's the time frame, with our unique mechanism, which is the content creation syndication system. Now Media Group recently utilized our syndication system and grew one of their client social media followings by 1.7 times in 42 days, and they increased their post engagement by 40% as a result of enabling our platform. Opened a meeting for a demo of our platform on Friday at 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. So now, we're really addressing the pain points that they have. They don't have the time of the day to really be constantly posting on social media, and they can't do it for their clients. So now we're giving them a social media platform that is AI enabled, and it allows them to do all this in less time, and they also get to increase their engagement. We guarantee that that'll happen in a time frame, 3 weeks in this case, and then I ask if they're open to seeing a demo. Following that, we just do steps 3, 4, and 5. Now that really covers everything, so it's just a matter of having an offer, being able to translate that into simple terms so that the person on the other side has the chance to understand exactly what you do and how you can help them in 5 to 7 seconds. Just to recap, cold email outreach success really boils down to having a good system, high quality data, copywriting, and your offer. And as I'd mentioned in this video, businesses typically fall short in 2 of those categories. That's with their data and then with their copywriting. And having high quality copywriting really boils down to just narrowing in on these 5 factors. If you implement this strategy that I outlined in this video, then you will undoubtedly add more calls, sign more clients, and scale your revenue, regardless of what industry or niche that you're in. If you want my help doing this completely for you on autopilot, then check out our website at buzzly.io and book yourself in for a free strategy call. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, because I'll be dropping more videos soon. Thanks guys, until next time.